what they go through every time they have midweek games. You play a game on Sunday, you're on the road again after that on Monday. Maybe you arrived very late on Monday, or even Tuesday morning, you have a game on Wednesday. How do you expect to win such games when you travel away from home? So it's always very, very difficult to get those away victories. That's why sometimes when you even get a point, for some of them, they'll be celebrating as if they've even won the game. I mean, we saw it with Ifeanyi, but when they played Aqua and all that, the goalkeeper was practically, in the lap, the bottom bomb dance kind of stuff after that draw.
It's our fixtures. Well, as I said, we need to go through it this time around. For Kano Pillars, they go back to Kano, I think, late Monday, and then on Tuesday, the coach had to say, "Come out for light training." These guys are humans, for crying out loud. Machines, but they have to do it.
They've got to play.
I think maybe since most of these clubs are owned by government, we know some governors they used to have private jets. I don't know if they still do now, but then you can actually just come get a line and fly them. Sorry.
Okay, let's move on now from the men's league.
You need to talk about
the women's league. Yeah, MFM
you
against...
think it will be...
We talked about it before it came, but obviously
you said 100% record, so they want to continue with that. Even though they may be getting...
Our coach Wiye might not be on the bench.
Okay.
That's for MFM.
Because
he's writing an exam in Abuja, CAF coaching... Whatever. I don't know how that will affect them.
It won't affect them. They'll have their
because they call him the working one. So I don't know.
The assistant is not the working one. What's the assistant's nickname?
The coach.
I don't. Do you know the assistant?
Question.
But then they definitely have a technical bench, right?
No. Of course, there will be someone on the sidelines to talk
obviously,
to the boys.
someone on the sideline. Then.
But I think they should watch it against Abia Warriors.
Yeah, Abia Warriors.
Before. Somehow, I saw the game against Shooting Stars. I think the previous weekend.
What they did to Rangers also.
And then I saw because I heard what they did to Rangers, and then last weekend I saw look at what they did to Kano Pillars.
Kano Pillars also.
So the big teams that have suffered in the end of Abia Warriors, they're informed. So MFM has to watch it.
Just watch it. So their home record might just end tonight.
Yes, they've been winning, right?
You said they should watch it. Their home record might.
Home record of what? Win or loss?
Winning at home.
Of course, if they get a draw, they'll still take that.
Okay, it still continues. Okay, all right. See what's going to happen in that
Women's League, Cecilia, what's going on?
Let's talk about Women's League now. Okay, I mean, you and us two were actually practically arguing with me. We talked about it last week and all that.
We were presenting you with the facts.
I'm going to start, but then it started and...
Yeah, it started. I was asking you what was new about the league in 2017.
What's new is that they have a board.
Okay,
and they have a board now, independent chairperson, and also they have the COO and then the chief operating officer. Then they have other people
structure in place.
Precisely. So and they're going to work independently and think of how they can seek for sponsorship and all that. And from the Sunshine Games, some people saw the games and all that. And from the story coming up from there was the fact that Aisha Faladu was able to get the First Lady to watch the game and all. That's the first involvement. The club is owned by government, so you can't take that away from there. So her being there and also the government promising they're going to give them the 100% support that the girls need, that's the step. So it tells you that, promise. It tells you that a whole lot of things about Sunshine Queens this season may just be, you may not have walkover coming from them.
Cecilia,
which is one. Then number two, you asked me a question. Okay,
we'll come back to your question. But we need to have a look at what the results are like from match day 1 of the Nigerian Women's League.
Now we're looking at the fixtures. Just one game on Saturday, which is 2-1-1. But then fixtures in Group A, we have Abia Angels and FC Robo Queens will be in action. Then Group B, we'll have Nasarawa Amazons and Oshun Babes, Delta Queens and Confluence Queens, Adamawa Queens, Edo Queens, Pelican Stars, and Sadatu Kolo Amazons will also be in action. That's for Group B fixtures of week 1.
Why do we have just one fixture in Group A? What is going wrong there?
Most of the teams actually pulled out. Some couldn't register. Capital City Doves, Capital Doves couldn't register. 500,000 to register for the season.
So that's why they pulled out.
They pulled out. Then COD was disbanded. I mean, the sponsors feels they cannot, have the women's league anymore and all that. But then the club had to the board had to tell all the players, okay, you have opportunity to actually play for any clubs you want in order to the players will have to leave for other clubs. But then it was painful. They had to wait till when it was about to start before they could pull out of the league. We're going to break now. We'll come back. I'll get reactions from Rotimi and also look at the papers. And we'll talk about Brazil a little bit. Okay, now Brazil, we talked about it, that they've qualified for the World Cup, the first team to do that outside the host nation. Rotimi, I'll get your reaction here. I mean, these guys have been on fire. They've been spectacular. Tite, I mean, the coach just came in after the wobbling they had at the World Cup and all that, and it's been fantastic.
Yes, and I think one of the things that helped him again was the fact that Brazil hosted the Olympic Games, last year, and then you have some of this core of these players,
yes,
playing that Olympics, and he was a part of it as well. So I think the chemistry, the gelling, has really worked for the Samba boys right from 2016, and they've extended it to 2017. First team to pick up the World Cup. Yes, it's no surprise. They've been the only team to appear at every World Cup. That record is still on. Unfortunately for their friends or their rivals, it's not looking friendly. But we won't cry for them because it's Argentina.
I mean, no Messi is a big problem.
I mean, few hours to the game, and Messi was really given the ban. That was banned. That was really strange.
Close to the game before the
decision was made, and maybe that may have actually destabilized that.
It was supposed to start that game.
Guys, it wasn't close.
Yes, it was.
It was.
You should have known.
It was hours. That's what I'm saying. It's the same day.
In the press conference, the coach actually was supposed to start Lionel Messi in that game. Then the news comes through a few hours before the game that has been banned for 4 games. Surely that would.
So are you crying for Argentina?
No, I'm not crying.
So I mean, he did something. He did something bad.
Terrible, yeah.
And he's been punished for
unacceptable.
it. Yeah,
unacceptable.
No doubt.
But the thing is, if you check Argentina with Messi, I mean, with Messi they've won 5 games, one draw. Then they've actually not lost a game. But without him, they've won 1. They've drawn 2, they've lost 4, including this one they just lost.
I think even if Messi had played yesterday,
he's a key player. They wouldn't have.
But I saw the game.
Yeah, Bolivia.
Yes, high altitude, 3,600
above
feet above sea level.
They lost 2-0, which was really close.
Because at some point, even the Bolivians themselves were struggling, looking for water up and down and all that. So, but Di Maria was the best Argentine player on the night, but it wasn't enough.
Okay.
So they have a whole lot to do. 4 games left. And then there's a tough one against Uruguay.
And Argentina are currently 5th on the log in the South American region.
I think the poorest thing for me last night was Ecuador.
Yeah.
Ecuador were very poor at home against Colombia. Very shocking.
Okay, it would be nice if we don't have Argentina next World Cup.
What do you mean?
Because Messi will not play till October, right? It's not going to play till October.
They're going to appeal, so you might get.
Really?
They might, cut
but what he
beats.
said to that assistant referee wasn't good at all. There is unprintable. It's something that is really bad. Messi, come on. Okay, we'll look at the papers now. Do we talk about Chicago Fire? The fact that Bastian Schweinsteiger is now with Chicago Fire. MLS, I mean, he got a heroic welcome. I mean, this is actually cool, as it should, right?
Yeah.
He's a big boy. So.
I mean,
just look at this. Everyone waiting for him at the airport. They knew was going to come, and they just went to the airport and all the reception and just the snapping.
But there's a lot of pressure on him now. There's a lot of pressure. Chicago Fire, they want to start winning, and they feel with their rival.
I don't think there's any pressure.
They finished last in the last 3 seasons.
That's the pressure, right? They brought him in as a designated player to make an impact.
If you listen to the owner of the club and also the coaches talking about him, what he's done and all that.
They expect a lot from him.
He's a match winner. He's good with the dressing room. He's intelligent and all that.
Papers,
it's plenty.
Good luck to Bastian Schweinsteiger.
I don't envy him at all. Complete Sport. I'm starting with our end of the day. Says Nigeria stars in the EPL can deliver Eagles 2018 World Cup. Do you guys have a choice anyway? Don't talk about that. Where sees bright future for new Eagles? Of course, picking youth players. And Sporting Sun here, highest paid managers. Mourinho, of course.
I'm surprised there.
Chelsea plot Sanchez. Will you go there?
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's do Sporting Live next paper for review. Eagles to camp in France. It looks like London is no longer the place to be now. I don't know. What do you think?
London is like a market for them now. So they need some, a place that is a bit user-friendly.
Okay.
Or more user-friendly.
I think France is the place.
Why? Why not? It's still central. Everybody can still get there in time.
Just a follow-up to that campaign in France.
Sure.
Now, London gets a Rose red card. It's not a referee, but we get the points there. Griezmann makes La Liga better. This guy looks like might be on his way to Manchester United. Last but not the least, Madrid could afford £100 million for Eden Hazard. Is he leaving?
Still a tough one. If he doesn't get a one-on-one with Ibrahimovic, he might leave. But if he gets a one-on-one with Ibrahimovic, that's the owner of Chelsea, he'll probably stay one more season.
Well, if they want you, they get you.
I think it's about Ibrahimovic.
Okay.
Abramovich. Okay, it's about him. Well, thank you, Rosie, for coming on the program.
Many thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. I'm Cecilia Amogbe.
Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm Tayo Salam.